In the previous verse, Arjuna said that there is no profit in this fighting because the other side, they are all my relatives, kinsmen, and by killing them, even if I become victorious, so what is the value? That we have explained, that such kind of renouncement sometimes takes place in ignorance. Actually, it is not very much intelligently placed. So in this way, Eva Mukta, saying that there is no profit in fighting, Eva Mukta, saying this, Rishikesha, he is speaking to the master of the senses. And in previous verse he has said, Shishyasteham prapannam, I am your surrender disciple. So Krishna becomes Guru and Arjuna becomes the disciple. Formally they are talking as friends, but friendly talking cannot decide any serious question. When there is some serious matter, it must be spoken between authorities. So Rishikesham, have several times explained, Rishi means the senses, and Isha means the master. Rishika, Isha, they join together, Rishikesh. Similarly, Arjuna also, Guruka, Isha. Guruka means darkness, and Isha. Darkness means ignorance. Ajnana timirandhasya jnananjana salakaya chakshu militam jena tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Guru's duty is, a Shishya, a disciple, comes to the Guru for enlightenment. Everyone is born foolish. Everyone, even human being, because they are coming from the animal kingdom by evolution. So, the birth is the same, ignorance, like animal. Therefore, even though one is human being, he requires education. The animal cannot take education, but a human being can take education. Therefore, Shastra says, Nayana deha, deho bhajang niloke, kastan kaman arhati virujan. I have several times recited this verse. And now, in the lower than human being condition, we have to work very hard simply for 4 necessities of life: eating, sleeping, mating and defending. Sense gratification. Main objective is sense gratification. Therefore, everyone has to work very hard. But in the human form of life, Krishna gives us so much facilities, intelligence, we can make our standard of living very comfortable, but with the purpose of attaining perfection in Krishna consciousness. You live comfortably, that's all right, but don't live like animals, simply increasing sense gratification. The human effort is going on how to live comfortably, but they want to live comfortably for sense gratification. That is the mistake of the modern civilization. Yuktahara viharasya yoga bhavati siddhi. In the Bhagavad Gita it is said, Juktahara. Yes, you must eat, you must sleep, you must satisfy your senses, you must arrange for defense as much as possible, not to divert attention too much. We have to eat Juktahara, that's a fact, but not Utyahara. Rupa Goswami has advised in his Upadeshamrita, Utyahara prayasascha prajalpa niyamagraha laulam janasangascha sarabhi bhakti pranasati. If you want to advance in spiritual consciousness, because that is the only objective of life, then you should not eat more, Utyahara, or collect more. Utyahara prayasascha prajalpa niyamagraha. That is our philosophy. The other day in Paris, one press reporter came to me, socialist press. So I informed him that our philosophy is that everything belongs to God. Krishna said, what is that? Bhoktaram jagatavasam sarvalupa maheswaram. I am the enjoyer. Bhokta. Bhokta means enjoyer. So, bhoktaram jagatavasam. Just like this body is working. The whole body is working, everyone's, to enjoy life. But where from the enjoyment begins? The enjoyment begins from the stomach. You have to give sufficient nice food stuff to the stomach. If there is sufficient energy, if you can digest, if sufficient energy, then all other senses become strong. Then you can enjoy senses. Otherwise not possible. If you cannot digest, just like we have now, old men, we cannot digest. There is no question of sense enjoyment. So sense enjoyment begins from the stomach. The luxuriant growth of the tree begins from the root. If there is sufficient water, therefore the trees are called padapa. They drink water from the legs, the roots, not from the heads. Just like we eat from the head. So there are different arrangements. As we can eat from the mouth, the trees can eat from their legs. But one must eat. Ahara nidra bhayamathon. The eating is there. Either you eat through your legs or your mouth or your hands. But so far Krishna is concerned, he can eat from anywhere. He can eat from hands, from legs, from eyes, from ears, anywhere. Because he is complete spiritual. There is no difference between his heads and legs and ears and eyes. That is stated in the Brahma Samhita. Angani jasa sakalindriya vittimanti pashyanti pahanti kalayanti chirang jaganti ananda chinmaya sadhu jala vigrahasya govindamadi purusham tamam. So, as in this body, our sense enjoyment should begin from the stomach. Similarly, as the tree begins developing luxuriantly from the root, similarly, Krishna is the origin of everything. Janmadasya jata, root. So, without Krishna consciousness, without pleasing Krishna, you cannot be happy. This is the wisdom. Therefore, how Krishna will be pleased? Krishna will be pleased that we are all Krishna's son, God's son. Everything Krishna's property. These are facts. Now, we can enjoy taking prasadam of Krishna because he is the proprietor. bhukta, enjoyer. So everything should be given first to Krishna,